Now AI is coming up. Artificial intelligence is coming up. So right now, the what's it called? Right now, chat GPT is everywhere. All the jobs that you think you could do, all the writing and everything, this AI is like doing everything. So if you don't do handwork, if you don't have something that is you
The
know
AI
for a
cannot
fact,
do.
this is that AI cannot do. In the next 10, 20 years, there'll be no job for you.
Magnificent.
What's up, guys? So welcome back to a fresh episode of Team Talk. I've been doing. Appreciate you guys again for liking, subscribing, sharing, and all that. I like the love you guys have been showing. So today, I have a very special girl, someone very dear to me. She's a doctor, she's an entrepreneur, she has a whole, fashion line for makeup. She has importation class. She does. She has a lot. She's just a doctorpreneur. So today, special guest, House of Wake. Go check her out. Of course, I'll put down her link. Anything makeup you want to have, definitely she's going to come through for you. So, welcome to the show. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Right. So today I really want to talk about something very, very, very interesting. Growing up, we had our parents that just wanted us to be, our parents they really wanted the best for us. So they wanted us to do things that definitely were going to keep us above par with every other person. So it was medicine, medicine, engineering, architecture, law. I think
Law.
medicine, law, yeah, they were very prominent things. Yeah, our parents wanted us to study these courses, and then at least with that, the belief was that if you're a medical doctor or you're a lawyer, architect, engineering, yeah, to the best of their knowledge, they believed that okay, that was going to, put you above average. At least you have something for yourself. So they strive so hard, even if you knew this medicine is too difficult for me, I can't study medicine and all of that, but they just wanted you to study the medicine because it's going to keep you above average. So that happened. And then right now there's a whole shift. People are now, even doctors are moving. The projection is that by 2030, about 50% of doctors are going to leave the medical profession in US. So there's that whole shift right now that people are leaving these traditional courses that our parents felt we are going to put us above par and going into other things. So right now the topic we're going to discuss now is what is the reception of parents to this whole shift that we're having in the whole normal courses that they believe if we do is going to help us put us above par. Are they now accepting more that okay, right now we are going to have our children have to do things other than the traditional medicine and all of that? Or what do you think?
I feel like in terms of parents, right? There are different types of parents in terms of their age grade. So parents like still above 50.
Okay.
I don't think those ones are like maybe some of them. Some of them are like, okay, the world is changing, the world is evolving, there's now technology. You can actually be a YouTuber and earn money online, and you can do that for yourself. And maybe those ones who are exposed as well, those ones who have gone out of the country, who have traveled, those ones who have done things for themselves, they can actually see that okay, yes, my child can actually get a good life with what they are doing. But the ones that are not there yet,
yeah,
I still feel like they will always say do a professional course, go to the university, get a degree, do something, you get a good job, you get a good life, you settle down and all that. But I think younger parents are evolving actually, because 30-something, 40-something, those ones that have maybe 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, they don't force them to actually like do those traditional courses. Maybe most of them. I can't speak for everybody because everybody still has, people are still hell bent on what they were raised with.
Yeah.
They still want to keep doing what, oh, this is what my father has done, what has worked for us, this is what we have to keep doing. And you don't want to like
Yeah,
change.
for parents who are 30, probably their first kid, even if you got married, if you had your kid, let's say 20, your first kid will still just be 10.
Yeah, 10,
So so those ones are like, I'm even trying to, because if your parents are depending on you, right? So whatever you bring financially, So if your parents depend on the kid, whatever the kid brings, of course that's going to be accepted. I'm actually trying to base off this whole thing on parents who really have it.
Yes.
They're not dependent on their
Okay.
kid, but still will allow their kid. Like the video said, when he was trying to do
Yeah,
music,
yeah.
the dad arrested everybody that came to his show.
Yeah.
You know, because he's looking at it like, okay, I have an empire, I need you to come and lead this
Yeah.
empire. Now you're coming up with music.
Ah,
Yeah, so for those parents that really have
Have
it,
it,
but
yes.
still,
insist that.
no, they have the money,
Mm-hmm.
they're not dependent on the kids. But at this point, they're looking at it that, okay, fine, if you don't want to study medicine, this new wave of whatever it is that is happening, if you can do that, okay, fine, then I'm going to support you do that. Are we going to have those parents
kind
that are
of
going to do
parents.
that? Yeah. Or the ones that will just look at it that, man, this is just a wave, it's going to pass. I need you to still be a doctor so that when I'm done, my child is a doctor, is leading this empire, or things like that.
No, I think those parents who
Yeah.
have that money,
Right.
they are very exposed actually. Like they've seen things, they've seen people,
Mhm.
they've like interacted with people, and I think like they will support you into doing what you want to do.
But that's the point now. If there's, for instance, now if you have Buhari, for instance, as our president right now, it's Buhari now. He has almost all the money
All
that
the money.
anybody exactly, but he wouldn't want his kid to be a TikToker or something. You see now, yeah. So that's the whole thing, because it gets to that level where
Do
you
you know
are
when I
there,
went-
you are looking at it like, oh, more like this thing you are doing, you're just wasting your time. I need you to come and head this.
When I was even
Yeah.
saying that, what I just said now,
Yeah.
what was on my mind was the toddler and his children, and I'm just like, okay, the
Okay,
freedom
yeah,
is giving
giving
them,
them, yeah,
do what they want to do and all that.
Right.
But thinking about it, like people in power, like these
Mhm.
Buhari governors and all that, those ones, I don't think they would actually, because they're building something, right?
Yeah.
They're building like maybe $1 million company or whatever they have, or whatever.
$1 million.
Okay, maybe.
Ah, yeah, money now.
Or like whatever money they're stealing, and they are keeping it somewhere, but they don't want their money to go down, so they want their children to actually come
Yeah.
and take over from where they're going to stop. So
Right.
I don't think they want them to be like in all the social media space, music,
yeah,
maybe
but-
business, yes, but
But that's the whole thing right now, because that's the thing. The
Mhm.
topic basically is
Yeah.
if the parents are actually accepting. Yeah, I feel like the parents are actually accepting it, but of course it's going to take time, because right now we see old
People-
parents
yeah,
that
yeah,
are coming
yeah.
on TikTok with their kids.
Exactly,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
So there's that whole. I think there's that whole shift. Unlike okay, now we are doctors now, and ordinarily, like, take me back a couple years, like probably 10 years or so, I wouldn't believe I'll be doing like a video, like sitting down doing a video. Yeah, because if I'm doing medicine, it's medicine,
Yeah.
But right now we have shout out to Dr. Apropos Doctor and all of that. Look at what he's doing. He's still a medical doctor, but he's still doing that.
yeah.
And he's still, like, a lot of people have been informed, have been educated
Yeah.
with what he does. So that whole shift right now is just where the world is going right now. There's a lot of people that have made money, a lot of lives have been changed because of what's going on the
Social
internet
media,
right now,
yeah.
social media right now. Like in Nigeria, a lot of people, skit makers, content creators, everybody, they've made money off the whole.
Social media has actually like helped a lot of people, and I even wish like I knew what I know now, maybe like 5 years ago.
That's the point.
I just wish,
But,
like,
but
I just,
then your parents
I
were
just
still
wish-
like medicine.
I even think like even
yeah.
up till now, like
Yeah.
to an extent, it's still like study your medicine. All this one you are doing, you're wasting your
Just
time
that-
doing your
yeah.
YouTube. My mom even asked me like, "This your YouTube you are doing? Can I film?" She's like, "Okay, you'll film your film, oh, but when
At
will
the
you
end
start
of-
making money?" So it's more like,
Yeah.
shall go and read your book, oh, but it's more like she's trying to be supportive, but she doesn't
Yeah.
understand like why you wasting your time sitting down
What's
doing
going-
video for
yeah.
hours and all that. So yeah,
I can understand where they're coming from. Like our educational system is also not even helping.
yeah,
Because
country too.
when you go to school, the problem is in school you are not taught how to monetize your knowledge.
yeah.
So you study medicine, what next? You have to get a job.
Mhm.
Then when you get a job, you have to wait, because what? Doctors are paid how much? Barely nothing, So you have to wait. You get to maybe a director level. That's if you are
Yeah.
lucky enough to get government with job, a job with government and
Yeah.
all. You get the director level. Then you now have to start adding extra zeros to make something for yourself.
Mhm.
So people have watched and most times how the country is right now. You are done. They're not paying your pension. No gratuity is being paid.
If
You
you're
know?
relying on Nigeria system,
Thank
you
you.
will just die of hunger.
So the kids, the younger ones, are seeing their parents go through all of these
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
So if you can watch your parents go through work for the government for say 35 years, they have retired, no pension, no gratuity, they have to now come and wait.
Another thing is
Everybody's trying to move out of that whole traditional
do you know the funny thing, right? Even if
stuff.
they
Yeah.
pay your parents like their pension and gratuity, for instance, now maybe your parent is earning like in a month for 1 million naira as pension. Do you know like in the next 5 years that 1 million has reduced and they're not going to increase it for you?
Yeah, of course. Because
and the money gets useless because the naira is getting devalued over time. So it's like even like basically nothing anymore.
Right. So the whole shift is happening.
Yeah.
Money is being made. In my opinion, I think like with time, parents are beginning to understand that okay, there's just like obedience now. They're beginning to understand that there's a new wave right now, and we have to allow these people, to ride on with that wave and see what can be done. Because there's a lot of money to be made on the internet. There are young people right now that have made what their parents made throughout their 35 years of service. Of the whole internet stuff. So I really think that whole shit is coming. And like the Nigerian system, like I said, they're not teaching us how to monetize our knowledge.
But I feel like the system itself is a problem. Because if the system worked and if you study medicine, you get a job, you're earning so amount of money, I still feel like people will still want to actually do that medicine, do that law, do that whatever. But even now there are no jobs. Like the country itself is like in shambles. Everybody is leaving the country. Youths are looking for a better life outside, leaving their families. Some will never ever even go back home and will never see their parents again. Like it's the whole thing is just very depressing and very sad. Yeah. And that is why like people are trying to like hustle and do better for themselves because money gives you freedom. Yeah. With money, you are free to move from one place to another. With money, nothing is restricting you, nothing is like stopping you. So I feel like everybody is trying to evolve. If as a young person and you're still having that your parent mentality in this day and age or more, it's sad though because you will just
it's not actually, it's not even for the young people, it's for the parents. Because for the young people, everybody understands this stuff, right? Like during the whole strike, that happened 8 months or so, a lot of people went home and learned a lot of things. You go to school, you study courses like say mass communication and all of that. You are not taught how to monetize it. So you come out, now you have to go and pay for courses fresh to learn how to monetize these things. So somebody will study advertising and marketing and all of that. Come out, there's no job for the person. Okay, fine. With this skill I've learned, how do I monetize it? You get so now those things are not being taught in school.
Yeah, but when I was in Covenant, right, they used to teach us EDS, that's entrepreneurial development skills. But we used to have those classes like, do you want to do pottery, soap making? And I have a coursemate today that her job today is soap making just because of what she learned in school.
So who taught those courses?
It's for the school curriculum. In
so who taught those courses?
People who are. You see
where the problem comes now.
You see how business, right? Some people have the skill, but they don't know how to make money from that skill. That is like a very, that's another topic for another day. But the people who taught those things, the people who do it, but they just don't know how to make that thing work for them.
No, I mean because like when I was in school in Nigeria, we didn't have that. So what I'm saying is,
who taught those?
Who
they bring people outside, from outside, and who are doing those things outside. Okay. Maybe if you are doing makeup outside, you have a shop or whatever, they bring you. We come and teach them how to do makeup, how to do this, how to do that. They bring them outside. They were not like staff. They were just bringing them just for those classes. So
that makes sense. That makes sense because that's the biggest problem. Like you're in school 4 years, you're done. What next? Everybody that is out of NYSC, once you ask what next, okay, I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a job. And what job really are you looking for? You still have to go and be trained on the job. There was a time when banks came out and banks were just taking like a whole pool of people. Whatever it is you studied, of course, we all ended up in the bank now. So you go to the bank, you work and all of that, and it's just. That whole monetization of our knowledge is a big problem. So when you're done with school, you still have to come out, pay for another course, to learn, to still
sometimes when you're in uni, when I first entered uni, my mind was just more like, let me just finish, or let me graduate, let me just pass very well. When I get to the workforce, they will teach me what I need to know. I don't really care how I do it, but when I get there, I'll learn on the job, because I think that's what most people even say, don't worry, you learn on the job, kind of conversation. So I didn't really bother. When I get there, I'll cross that bridge kind of.
There's a whole. It's actually like it's a whole different.
I feel like if you're a young person now, right, and you want to do a certain thing, and you're sure like it's not like it's going to happen overnight. You need time to do all. And you're sure like this is what you want to do, and you are good at it, and your parents are not supporting you. I feel like you should still go for it.
Oh, that's a big problem.
I feel like you should still go for it.
That's a big problem. the thing is,
maybe low-key sha.
the thing, yeah, that's a big the thing is, okay, let's even iron this thing out now. You go to school, primary school, what? 2 years.
2 years.
Then the nursery school, 2 years, 3
Yeah,
years. Then
yeah.
you do 6 years. You do your junior secondary, senior secondary. Put all that together. That's 20. So like you should be like what, 18, 17 when you're done.
Yeah.
Right. Then you go to university. You do like 4 years. Put that together. That's like. So you'll be done with school like 22, 21, 22.
Yeah.
It depends. Some people even get done 20. You know, now you're done with school. Now at that point, what next? But now there will be a kid probably at the age of 10 has gone to serve his master. He will serve him for 7 years. They will settle him. In those number of years, what that guy will do, you with your degree, you will come, because education is different. There's formal education, there's informal education. So it's not necessarily the whole, I have couple certificates. And there are people that follow that route. It works for them.
Yeah.
I'm not down talking all of that. You can go to school all through, be whatever you want to be, fine. There's a route. Now, if there's somebody who doesn't want to go through that route, it's not like, I feel like we should be able to allow people to, because these guys that work, sales boys, or sales girls that have learned the trade.
Yeah.
That's internship on its own.
Yeah.
So you're going there to serve the boy. First of all, you start on it, because when you come, you just be in the shop observing. That's it.
Yeah.
Probably the first 6 months or so, you're just there observing. Then from there, your guy will start sending you. Or yeah, take this letter, go there, go and give to that guy there. You don't know why you are sending you, but probably because he has called out, okay, somebody came to buy something from my shop, I don't have it, you have, okay, give me. The person is going to sell and add probably 2 naira on it. You are going there, you are seeing how that's happening. Right. Then over time, they will now tell you, okay, now go and look for customers. You go and walk around. Anybody, you say, what do you want to buy? I want to buy wrapper. Okay, we have it in our shop. Come to my shop.
Yeah.
These are steps, learning that business. So by the time you are in those 7 years, you get to a point where they will now give you your own shop. Now you now bring your own people that you have employed. So for somebody who started this thing at probably the age of 10, by the time you get to 22 years, you are a boss. And the money you start making, whosoever is going to go and graduate, whatever wants to graduate, cannot make half of that money.
But this scenario you just give now.
Yeah.
A normal family in Nigeria now.
Yeah.
Maybe the father is working somewhere, mother is working somewhere, they're earning like so. You know that to be like my son cannot be a shop boy.
That's what I'm saying.
And I feel like your people's realities are different.
Exactly.
That shop boy
are different.
Probably came from like a poor background, because you can't see like somebody whose parents who have money start working in a shop or whatever. No, I think realities are different. So life serves you differently. Yeah. Actually, because that shop boy, and if your parents have like, even if it's not even so much money, you will feel my child cannot be shop girl, cannot be shop boy. You have to go to school. Yeah. Even before, I used to have this mentality that I cannot marry a someone that did not go to university. Yeah. How will I go and be with someone that did not go to university? That person cannot speak English. Yeah, but thinking about it now, your money will speak all the English for you.
So English is not. It's not
our distance.
English is not even a measurement for intelligence. It's just normal.
No, but it's just how you've been raised.
Now.
Like,
I get you,
if you don't have, my mom used to even say like, those days when we were very much younger, she used to be like, if my children cannot marry somebody that did not even go to highest, maybe secondary school, she can even manage. But that one that you don't even have WAEC at all, that one is very, very bad. Do you get? So it's more like I just grew up, but now, thank God
it's
for
a whole different, a lot of things. So, you have to, because for instance, China here where we are, what's going on? They have their Gaokao now after secondary school, right? Gaokao. Chinese are 1.6 billion people, and people that write Gaokao are barely about 2 million people. Yeah, that write Gaokao to go into universities and all that. So if you have 1.6 billion, of course they have the kids that are not up to the age. You have the ones that have got. Who is interested in that? Nobody's even interested in going to school.
Even in America, people don't go to university now. They don't actually. They do handwork. They do handwork,
and people who make handwork. As a matter of fact, people who do handwork make more money.
Yeah.
Because when you go to school, you have to get loans to pay your tuition, and you keep paying forever.
I feel like that education system is a scam.
It's just go to school regardless. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to school, but I think the reason why even employees look for people that have gone to school is just to get a fact that you are a disciplined person. So you can wake up in the morning, go to a particular place every day. So if you can wake for 4, if let's say your degree course is 4 years, and every day you can wake up, have 70% attendance, write the exam, pass, just that discipline, you can be like, okay, if I employ this guy, he can actually be decent at what he's doing. If not, I really don't understand what's going on.
I only think the reason why people are disciplined going to work is because of the money. It's not because they're actually disciplined.
Because yeah, that's the point.
Yeah,
From the employer's perspective,
well,
it's different.
Well, okay.
Because how do you explain the fact that an American that speaks English gets loan to go to university and study English? To do what? To be writing publications here and there, or what are you trying to do? And now AI is coming up. Artificial intelligence is coming up. So right now, the what's it called? Right now, chat GPT is everywhere. All the jobs that you think you could do, all the writing and everything, this AI is like doing everything. So if you don't do handwork, if you don't have something that is you know for a fact, this is that AI cannot do. In the next 10, 20 years, there'll be no job for you. Next 20 years, there'll be no job for you at all. So whatever you want to do, that whole notion of go to school, graduate, get a job, you are going to be paid and blah, blah, blah. That whole thing right now, I don't know. I feel like parents are beginning to absorb all of that right now. But it's still, of course, where we are from is a gradual process.
Yes.
But in the Western world, Chinese, like, every Chinese, I think they start with restaurants first. Every Chinese, at least every family has one restaurant
or
here
shop.
or there, or a shop here. And they're making money from there, you know. So the whole business thing, the whole financial intelligence, and we didn't really have financial intelligence like that.
At all.
Just never did.
At all.
So right now with the whole shift, I think
parents
people
don't even teach you anything about money.
Do they even know?
Well, okay, well, that's another thing.
Do they even know financial intelligence to start with?
And I feel like parents should actually like incorporate skills. Even your child is going to school, let them learn something.
Sure.
If it's hair, if it's makeup, if it's anything, if it's even just learn something, like encourage them to learn something. Because in school, they'll just be like, go and read your book. I remember the first time I bought my first makeup box, my father told me, I begged him, okay, pay for me to go and learn makeup. He said yes. Then I thought about it. My father would go and think and I said no, I should go and read my book. Which one is makeup? What am I going to use makeup to do? And I'm like, coming from somebody who's his niece is making money from makeup. She sells products, but I was like, no, I should go and read my book. Well, I went ahead and I saved money because he's giving pocket money, and I saved money to buy my first makeup box. That day I was trying to sneak inside the house back after buying the box to go and hide. He now saw me at the gate. So like, what's this? I'm like, it's my box. He's like, I've told you, go and read your book. Oh, you don't want to hear. Oh yeah, I'll do what you want to do, kind of thing. But he never supported and said, oh my god, my daughter bought box. So okay, let me even pay for you to go and learn the class or whatever. No, he never did that. If you see me with makeup, he would just be like, this one you're rubbing on your face. Is this what doctors do? Is this what doctors are supposed to do? Wipe down your face.
That's the thing. It's the whole. I remember when I was growing up, I was a kid. I told my mom I wanted to play football. Oh boy. The way my mom reacted was like, village people have come to attack her. like they don't like her. How can her son be talking about playing football, you know? Yeah, and I told her, like, do you know how much people have been paid? And back in the day, how much this football has been paid? What? 20,000, 30,000 pounds every week? I told her, she was like,
30 pounds every week. Is it 30 pounds, 30,000 pounds?
30,000 pounds every week. And then she was like, it's not possible that you cannot pay somebody that kind of money. Right now, how much did they pay these boys? 100, 200,000 every week, you know. So to her, she never believed that a human being will be paid that amount of money.
Yeah.
So to them, it's go to school, you graduate, you get a job, then you climb through the ranks. You know, you manage and build a house, you do 1 or 2 investments here and there, and all of that. So that whole notion, because oh boy, that one was like, oh boy, this one is disaster, you know. And before, I wouldn't even blame them much because before, for footballers, you know, let's even use footballers for instance. The only time you hear about them is probably you watch sport news, which our parents, most of them didn't watch sport news. Or you read in the papers, you know, the sports, exactly the sports section that okay, now they play football. So the best they knew, just like you said, Super Eagles, Nigeria is playing fine, but you know, at the club level, they just had no idea what it was. So coming out to come and say I want to play football, like, oh boy, no, that's a no, go study, become a doctor, blah blah blah, you know, that kind of thing. So right now, these people have their social media accounts. So they can sit down, show their flamboyant life, and you be like, what's this guy doing, you know, and all of that. And now is the fact that okay, he's coming, because truth be told, if you see a 20-year-old or 25-year-old driving a Benz right now, you can never think it's from school.
It's not from school though.
You can just never, like, the first thing that comes to your mind, of course, that's why police are arresting people in Nigeria right now, because to them it's like you are doing Yahoo, but the legitimate
not
way
Yahoo,
people are
but
making
it's not
money.
from education.
But once you see somebody comes with, even if you see an old guy that is flying in a private jet, you are never going to think it's education.
no, if I see an old guy,
Yeah.
50,
Mm-hmm.
in 50,
In a private jet, you think his education, Abi?
maybe he went, no, okay, no.
Which doctor in Nigeria do you think will come out and say, I'm driving private, I'm flying private
my
jet?
mind is even going to like maybe in America, right? Maybe like
Even in America.
people who do like real estate, people who made like, some people just make some stupid money.
That's what I'm saying now. But real estate, you don't need
You
to
don't
go to school to go and study real
But you
estate
have to get
now.
certification now.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
you have
those
to, like, do
certificates,
courses
yeah. In America,
Yeah.
everything has a system. So you
Yes,
definitely have to do all those things. But
Yeah.
that's the problem now that I'm talking about,
Mhm.
right? You go to school, you study estate management, you come out, and somebody who just learns basic marketing on the street is doing better off than you.
Well,
It's not supposed to be that way,
Yeah.
you get. So there's nothing really enticing
I
about.
think the problem about our educational system is the fact that they don't teach you like you just said now.
Yeah,
they don't teach you like
how to monetize
after
it.
the school now.
Yeah,
Okay, what next?
Nah.
How do you?
Even your lecturers that are teaching
Yeah.
you said you are seeing them like
Those lecturers,
no, I don't want to put my mouth on the matter, but even the lecturers you are
thank you,
seeing that.
thank you, because you said we went to school in Nigeria now, so
Yes.
you're like a lecturer.
So you are seeing that, oh boy, you know, to jail like that. We
Yeah.
are looking at it, like, okay, fine. So what next? You know, when I'm
I
done
feel like
all of these things.
if you have that hunger for money, then
Yeah.
yourself you will be pushing yourself.
Definitely
to
you
see,
push because even
well,
in school
if
people
your parents
that
tell you anything, no more.
me my own money thing has always, of course, my dad, that one, like his own financial intelligence was
Yeah.
just different. It's always about any money you get, how is it going to become two? How is it going to be double? How is it going to be double? You know, and then tomorrow, what's going to happen tomorrow? That kind of a
Tomorrow,
thing.
yeah.
So even when we were in ABU, most guys will be looking at us that these guys are not serious, but you know, selling wristwatches, they're selling phones, they're selling
Yeah.
t-shirts, yeah, all of those type of things, you know, just to keep you
Afloat, yeah.
afloat, you know. So
Yeah.
that whole thing, just like you said, parents need to understand that okay, when they have their kid, you have to teach them a trade.
Yes.
You have to teach them whatever it is. Right now, there's internet. You can do crypto. You can do content. You can do affiliate marketing. You can
Yeah.
do web design. You can do script writing. Anything at all you want
Yeah.
to do is a skill. You need to have that skill
Mhm.
to be able to, you know, make. Because there's one guy. He's 11 years. He's making money off affiliate marketing. That guy can pay his education if he wants to go to school.
Affiliate marketing.
He doesn't even need his dad. Like he will pay his school throughout his whole schooling. Like guys that are writing code and
Even
all
all
that.
those
But-
children that used to do skits now, they be buying house
Exactly,
for
buy
their
a house for their
parents.
parents
Those
and
children
all
are
that.
15 years
You
old.
see now, so the whole shift right now, I think that with time, of course, this whole internet thing is a new wave
Yeah,
that is coming back to
Nigeria,
Africa, Nigeria and Africa
Yeah.
large. So I believe with time, they'll be able to, you know, they'll be able to actually incorporate all of it. Because there's still some parents right now, if you tell them, just like you said, like if you tell them, oh, more, there's money in this whole internet, they'll be like, go and read books.
Especially if maybe your parents even have money, safe. Maybe your parents have money, and you're doing YouTube,
Yeah.
and maybe you're even earning money from it, right?
Yeah.
But it's still not like
They'll be
as
looking
much
at
as
it
their
that there's
own.
nothing here.
Yeah, that's
just
like you're
you
wasting
are
your
wasting,
time.
you are trying to move your attention away.
Yeah.
Just read this book.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
they'll just be like.
Then when
just
you are
forget
done reading,
about-
when you are done reading the book,
And especially
then-
parents who made their money from school.
exactly.
from
But that's the
education, yeah.
point. That was then.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Because back then they would give you scholarships.
Yeah.
Because people were not really, you know, trying to go to school, and then
like that,
these
yeah.
opportunities were there. Once you are done, you have
And
a
the
job.
country was
and all
even
that.
better, Seth.
Exactly.
The naira was
That's the
better.
anointing with our
That's
parents
the thing,
now.
oh.
They enjoyed the fruit of democracy. They enjoyed the fruit of Nigeria.
Yes.
They
yeah.
enjoyed what Nigeria was.
Yeah.
Our own turn now. We want to enjoy Nigeria. They don't want us to enjoy Nigeria. That's still they're destroying. The same men who enjoyed all the people that contested president are old now. So they actually enjoyed a time when Naira was above the dollar.
Yes.
They enjoyed it.
Uh-uh.
But now they don't want us to feel the same thing. You know, you come abroad and these white people will look at you and tell you are just a bloody African, go back and all of that. Meanwhile, back home, these people could. Anyways, let's not even dig what's going on. But I think that's the whole thing.
Yeah, that time was way better. You go to school, there are so many jobs, they even begging you, please.
You know,
come and
come get
work,
this job.
come and do this. They even send you abroad, go for coach, go for training,
Right.
come back. You're coming like
when
things
they
were way
moved, when they
better.
moved from Lagos to ABG was empty now. All the parastatals that they started opening, it was literally just slots were empty.
Yeah.
But right now we have a lot of people going to school, a lot of people graduating. You know, no jobs, all of that.
So many graduates,
You
and they're
know.
releasing them every year.
Every year.
Entering the workworce, but they still know they're not providing jobs. People that
Exactly.
are in power want to stay there and die on this thing.
So that's the whole thing. So I feel definitely this whole thing is going to change, and parents are also going to realize that, man, the reality of it is that after you're done with this thing, you need to be able to.
But I'm so sure, like, parents in Nigeria that are from like maybe 40 downwards, they will have like a different perspective. And if you don't have a parent that you're 40 downwards and you're still not
and you're still thinking about it, school is not scam. The whole general notion of school is not scam. Go to school, be diligent with what you're doing, but on the side, understand that you need to make money. So when you go to school, that can finesse your thinking. School is not just about going there to go and memorize what they have given you. You know, you meet people, you make connect.
More of a social gathering.
You meet people. Tomorrow you'll be like, oh, I went to school with this guy. That's a connect for you. You know, you learn how to be able to have a certain routine. You wake up in the morning. I'm reading by this time. I'm doing this. A lot of other things you can learn from school beside having to have the best. Good grades are good. Have the best grades. That helps you. While you're doing all of those things, understand that on the sideline you need to do something that will definitely bring you the bread.
Whatever you decide to do, just do the best, be the best in it. So if you're going to school, be the best, but still remember, like, you need a side hustle. You need to do something, even if it's to sell pencil, sell biro.
Exactly.
Just do something for yourself,
funny enough, because if you are selling those things, I believe students will even want. The funny thing is, students have money. No matter how broke the family is, students, they will gather money for the student. Okay, take this one is going to school.
There will not be food in the house, but your father will gather money to
send you to school. So you can take that money off them. Because that's how money is made. It's transfer of money now. So by the time the father sends money to the kid, just carry one t-shirt and give the guy, you will transfer the money to you. That's it. And then you make something.
Some people just like you. They just like your face. They want to just support you. My classmate is selling something. I just want. Some people cannot see something and not buy. They must buy. So just do something for yourself and make money.
You see, man, just make money.
And the funny thing is, this money we're even talking about is not even private jet kind of money, sir. It's just money to even survive.
No. It's just that's just the whole thing. Like, as long as you are seeing opportunities in everything, that's a step forward. So if you are in school and you already thought about it, that okay, I can make money with this. Perfect. When you grow, anywhere you see yourself, you're already looking at, okay, so how am I going to solve this problem to make this money? How am I going to solve this problem to make this money? But if you're just waiting, okay, I'm going to graduate. We have a lot of first class graduates in Nigeria now, no jobs for them. At the end of the day, maybe one bank will come and help them out, and all of that stuff. So
there are so many digital skills these days, and I feel like everybody should have like one.
At least
one. Me that I'm even talking. I don't have anyone, but I'll
at least
I also start learning something.
At least
digital, because the world is moving digital, and everybody's getting like into the whole social internet thing. So just learn one.
At least
crypto, if it's affiliate marketing, if it's whatever, just learn something. Do there even more.
There are a lot of things. Things. So whatever it is that you can learn, just put it out there, And
a skill to like a handwork, like maybe hair. If it's hair, if it's barbing, if it's cooking.
That's what I was saying. Okay, like when I was denied visa before coming, I could have just learned how to cut hair now. Because when I came here, I saw like there's a very large market for it. Actually, the Chinese cannot really handle African hair, So if you're an African and you're cutting hair, like that's just a very large market. But it's nothing.
And that's even just China.
That's just, my sister makes hair like $200. That's just the workmanship. You're not buying any $200 to make hair.
Those people are like making a lot of money. All those beauticians, those people barbing hair, those people even cooking African food. They even have like a restaurant.
Of money.
They're making so much, and they're even earning in dollars, so it's even better for you. So just learn something. There are a lot of things to learn. Learn the one you like, so you don't get tired. You have joy doing it. So
valid.
Yeah.
That's a valid point. Alright guys, so I don't know, like if you have any other things to say, but it was nice having you on the show.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed coming on here.
Right. Alright guys, so thank you very much. I think with this we're going to wrap today's episode, but like what you guys think, continue this conversation down in the comment section. Come like, comment, share, leave a notification so that anytime at all, you can still come on. And House of Way, I'll leave her link on that, whatever you
have a YouTube channel.
Of course. You also have a YouTube channel
as well. So my Instagram. I'm a whole content girl. So yeah, he will leave my YouTube, my Instagram, and my socials.
Alright. So thank you guys again for coming. And I hope you enjoyed what we discussed, and I hope you are going to have a rethink about your finances. You can read books. You know, just try to up that whole financial intelligence aspect of your life, you know.
And just keep learning. Keep learning. Be eager to learn something. And that's what I'm saying. Just learn something you actually like. Because if you like something, you always want to be the best at it. You always want to get better. So just look for something you actually like and monetize it. Basically,
All right then. See you guys next time.
All right.
Bye.